Welcome back to Do-It-Myself Garage. What have we got here? We've got the two-seater pink off-road vehicle, fully electric. And so I had a little bit of problem. Somehow or another, we lost the remote over winter. I don't know how. Did not lose the charger, but apparently the girls were playing with stuff, and I had put it all under the hood, and apparently they found how to get under the hood, 3-year-olds, and we're playing with stuff, and the remote is gone somehow. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I still have the charger, so it's been sitting all winter. I know it's almost June. Seems kind of crazy, but we've had bad weather. I only have them every other weekend, so just have not had the chance to get it charged up and ready for them yet. And like I said, we lost that remote, so that threw a little kink in the works there. So I believe I disconnected the battery over winter. Let me double check. I might not have. I did have it at the house, so I might not have actually disconnected the battery. But let's see. I think I did, because I was worried about them playing with it in their room. Oh, there's one plug. Come on. There we go. Should just lift out of here. There we go. Yeah, I disconnected the battery. Oh my gosh. I forgot I put it under the seat. Oh, well, I guess I don't have to pair nothing, and I have an extra remote. Maybe I'll sell it on online or something. Anyway, so I know I had some people that were a little confused about some of the wiring and asked me some questions on it. So the main cable comes in from the front here, and they made all the connectors different sizes, so you really can't mess it up. They only go together one way, so just plug everything in. When you get all done, there's one red and one black connector to connect to the battery. Oops. And literally all I did for the winter for storage, so they didn't play with it in their room, was disconnect the positive lead. And that's it. All I gotta do now is I'll top off the battery, I'll charge it till the light turns green again. You're good to go. As far as the connections from the wheels, there's one connector here, the other connector here. Those are the wheels. They plug in together here. This bottom one goes to power. One red, one black. Okay, goes to black, goes to red, and the only reason it's split up here is because that's the charging circuit. There's a little controller here to make sure, probably to make sure you don't overcharge it. But it's pretty darn simple. I would imagine if you mess something up in the steering column, because that does have to be plugged in up there, if you're having problems with it starting, it might be the wiring up in the steering column. So just go back and look at the instructions, okay? Otherwise, this was pretty straightforward and has been absolutely trouble-free. All right, let me get it seat back on, get it charging up, and then I think the next video will be of my granddaughters driving it. So charge your batteries till that little light turns green. And they had not used it over winter. It had been unplugged. It had been in the house. So it actually took just a couple of minutes, and it went through its, sure, it does a little diagnostic. I'm sure there's a little computer brain in there. And it says it's good to go. So that's awesome. I can unplug it now before I go to work, and we can take the girls for a ride. All right. Just told my granddaughters their car was ready. Your car's ready. Yeah. Come on out. Was that fun? Okay. Thank you for the first test drive. Say thank you. Bye. All right, as you can see, the girls absolutely love riding in the car. As I get a little bit older here, I'll probably teach them later this summer. They can be turned to manual so they can actually drive it. Then there's a little foot pedal on the floor and they can drive. But to go reverse, they actually put a switch on the dash, so it's going to be a little hard for them to learn. But you know, they're coming up on 4, so they're pretty smart. So we'll see if they can't figure it out. All in all, the car's been working great. I haven't noticed any diminishing effects on the battery or anything like that. I just bought it last like August and put it together. So we're good. We're good to go so far. Haven't noticed any wear. We've actually put several miles on it, actually down a paved trail, so it's not always here in the driveway or in the yard. We've taken it to the park and on some trails and stuff, so it's actually doing pretty good. Granted, it's only 3-year-olds in there. They're pretty light, but it's doing pretty good. I'm very happy with it. I would not recommend buying it for older kids. You're not going to get much time on it. The 3-year-olds, they're about the right size. I imagine in a year and a half or so they're going to be a little big for this. Maybe they get another 2 years out of this. But I'd be surprised if they get more than 2 more summers out of this. So I guess 4 years out of an electric car is pretty good. We'll see if the battery holds up or not. Thanks everybody for following along, liking, subscribing. The video on the pink car. This one has been my most popular, most watched on my channel. I do work on a green car, if you've noticed, but this one has been the most popular, and so be it. A lot of people buy these, and they're a lot of work to put together, or people have a lot of questions. So thanks again for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that great stuff, and we will see you in the next video. Take care.